Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Revelio. I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it. And I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo card... Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get... That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there, but he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please. I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Revelio.
What are you up to?
Italians and a historian's
Revelio.
uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps. If it isn't the
Revelio.
Revelio.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Safe travels, my young friends.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, See now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Revelio.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio.
Ah!
Revelio.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Hello, Imelda. Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Pfft, ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, fifth year. Fine, I'll humour you. This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got, 5th year.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Now that's more like it! This is rather fun. Now that's more... Made it! Did it! This is rather fun.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted, then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
I never thought someone would ever bet. I never thought someone would ever
She's
best
been the
an
top
Elder's
racer
time.
for too long.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Incendio! Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. 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 Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso! Accio! Expelliarm! Incendio! Protego! Revelio! Incendio! Levioso! Revelio! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio! I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Repulso! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Revelio! Prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Levioso! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! There's a victory that came on too soon. Revelio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Revelio! Revelio! Brilliant. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Levioso! Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. I should investigate. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. 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 I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. 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 Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
It's always nice to see a familiar face. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio! Revelio.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft. Well, if we're talking beasts, it's the Nifra that's the real commodity, surely you agree.
Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Cabalso! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Depulso. Levioso! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio! Revelio! Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Yes. Expelliarmus. Revelio. 8 legs is simply too many. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
What are you up to now?
It's Milo's daughter again. I'm right. Counting money. I'd love a job at Gringotts if I didn't have to take one of those rickety carts down the place.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Compulso. Confringo. Revelio.
I can't go back there.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley? Edgar Adley? No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as Paul Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Radley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
Revelio. Now, where could that acromantula cave be? Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Assignment's all finished. Accio. Revelio.
When I set about my arrangements, I don't expect to be thwarted by my own allies. I don't expect to have the cloth of my plans. Seems we may have an intruder. What's this?
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Levioso. Accio.
You're the little sod that saved.
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
No.
The beasts are safer now. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Capolso. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. 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 I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Accio. Revelio.
An aversion to the dark arts merely highlights an inability of thinking in my mind.
Can you help me?
Hello? There's a voice coming from that well.
Can you help me?
Is someone down there?
Down there? I beg your pardon. I'm here. There's no one here but me. Some thoughtless wretch casually tossed a bit of parchment into me and it caught. If you could please take it.
Seems to be some sort of map.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a relief.
Revelio.
Hope the map serves you well. Oh, at least better than it did me.
In Felcroft. I was surprised how much jewelry he had.
I could use a fire whistle.
Levioso.
Perhaps it's dinner.
Potato! Little brat! You had Incendio!
Accio.
Potato!
Incendio.
Too slow! Are you even trying? How embarrassing! So close!
Made a grave mistake. I've seen you.
Nice! Pathetic!
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Venite. Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Don't think I won't!
Expelliarmus.
That's just the beginning. You're going to regret that.
Petrificus Totalis!
Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Had enough?
Petrificus Totalis!
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Petrificus Totalis! Thought you was ready,
Venite.
Petrificus Totalis! The darkness will swallow
Venite.
you up! Petrificus Totalis! Get yourself out that one! Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
Revelio.
Petrificus Totalis!
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Vagan Tig a visit.
Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't...
Revelio.
Was it Upper or Lower Hogsfield that we raided last week? If it's share, I don't regret crossing my path.
Revelio.
You took more
Expulsion!
I hate heights.
Incendio.
An attack of some sort?
Accio. Levioso.
Incendio!
Incendio.
Will you hold still?
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio!
Might want to look out. Let me know where you go.
Accio! Levioso!
To your knees.
Incendio!
Look what you've done. Quite conductive, aren't we?
Levioso!
Now, expulso.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Give it back.
I'm just warming up.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Pay for your deed.
Revelio! 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 Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio!
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
how did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it.
Compulso! Glacius!
There you go. Catching on quickly.
Glacius!
I think it's learned its lesson, but do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Compulso! Glacius! Compulso!
Revelio.
That watching plants grow could be so interesting.
Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Revelio. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa!
You're a natural.
Wingardium Leviosa!
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
A meet to car is already scheduled for hours.
Revelio!
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the... For your sake, Diffindo! It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. As I mentioned earlier, defenders can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Defender!
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio. 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 Could it be a Merlin trial?
How unfortunate for you.
Levioso, Accio, Confringo, Glacis, Repulso.
Slippery little, you're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Your armors haven't
Leviosa! Accio! Expelliarmus! One less poacher in the wizarding world. Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Revelio.
How would you like to learn the knockback tools of Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find
Depulso! Accio. Revelio. Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Wingardium Leviosa! That's that. Settled. Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
You'd think no.
Revelio. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Revelio.
Professor Black was terrible before.
Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio. 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 What do you have in store for me this time?
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head.
Levioso, Accio. Expelliarmus, Incendio. Levioso, Accio. Expelliarmus, Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus, Incendio. Levioso.
I think that one hurt. And I haven't even had my tea.
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus, Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Reparo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Defendo. Revelio. Lumos. Oh. Oh. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Cabalso. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Merlin himself would be proud. This looks intriguing. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments. You
Reparo.
really do worry too much. You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
Levioso.
You get my meaning.
Is this Accio?
It isn't. Nor in the Shredwell.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Hold steady, you little
Glacial. Confringo. Depulso. The beasts around here. Revelio. 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 Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Glacis. Confringo. Glacis. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Glacius. Capulso. Revelio.